What's up, YouTube? What's crack-a-lackin'? So, it's been a rough couple of days for my recording equipment. Let me show you. So, I had a video conference that I needed to do yesterday for my weekly job, and my webcam decided to stop working. So when I open up camera, I get this shot. And obviously, therefore, it's not getting an image. It's still plugged into the USB port into the computer, and it has power, but it's not working. So we decided this cheap webcam, even though it was 1080p and shot decent images, it wasn't fantastic, but it was decent. I decided not to mess around anymore. We're going to just get the real deal. So just get a regular Logitech 920. That should arrive here, I'm hoping, in the next couple days. So this problem will be fixed. Now on to my Canon 5D Mark II that I bought used, I would say 6-8 months ago. Its shutter count was really low, and I decided to get it. It was shooting some great images, and then I noticed it was shooting some funny, it wouldn't focus right, and I didn't know what was going on. Let me get it open and I'll show you what has actually gone on. It's very common with this camera, and obviously it's a Mark II. It's pretty old, you know, it's over a 10-year-old camera. There's still life in this camera though, so I am going to do the cheap fix, I think, but let me show you what's wrong with it. The mirror in the mirror box has come loose. See that? This camera is obviously out of warranty. It's not really repairable, and probably for the money it would cost to repair it, it's not really worth it. So we're going to order some glue, and I'm going to re-adhere the mirror to the mirror box. And I noticed that there are two little tabs right here and here that also keep the mirror in place. So those are going to have to be reset. So let me get the mirror out of the mirror box, and I'll show you the 4 points that the mirror is adhered to the mirror box that have come loose. Okay, so here's the mirror. There's the camera. There's where it was. So you'll see on this back here of the mirror, there's 4 little spots of whatever the adhesive was. It's kind of this gummy adhesive. Not exactly sure what it is, but I bet it absorbs some of the shock. So I'm going to leave that adhesive because I bet it's still going to do that part. But I ordered some Loctite super glue adhesive. Again, if your camera's under warranty, I would not recommend doing this. Take it to a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm not even positive this is going to work 100%, but I figured I'd give it a try. And if it works for me and someone else is daring enough to do this, and they don't want to spend money on a new camera, which I do not, let's see if this works, and you guys can do something similar. So, all right. This is the glue I decided to purchase to re-adhere the mirror glass back to the shutter. So again, if your camera's under warranty, do not do this. Send it in. Have a professional do it. I am not a professional at this, but I do want a working camera. So this is what I'm ordered, and I should be getting it within the next day or so. And looking forward to at least trying to get this camera fixed. It's a bummer that it doesn't work. All right, here we are, moment of truth. So I've removed the mirror out of the mirror box. It's here. You see the 4 spots where I'm going to apply the glue. I wrapped just some regular masking tape around the edges of this set of small pliers, just so I don't scratch the mirror. I'm going to use this Loctite super glue. So here we go. So just before I get started putting this glue on, I just want you guys to realize that there's two tabs here. There's one right there and one right there. So they're laying flat like this. You got to bend them up so that the glass or the mirror here stays flat once you put it back in the seating on that mirror box. And then if you look closely, if my camera will focus here, that the two ends that go on the bottom here, they have beveled corners. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but the two top pieces do not. So just keep that in mind when you're placing it, because you're not going to get too many shots at placing this once you put the super glue on. So just be aware. All right. I think we got the mirror back in there. Just going to use my cloth here to press it down so I don't touch the glass anymore. Make sure it seats right. I did hear it pop in place there, so it wasn't quite seated right. So, this glue should take only a few seconds to set. I'm going to set the camera back now in case there's any fumes that come out of the glue. And I want to make sure that it doesn't go into the camera. And now we wait. All right, so I've been pressing on this for a good 30 seconds or so just to make sure the bond sets. So now I'm going to push these two little tabs back down. I'm going to use this cloth to do it so I don't touch the mirror again, and try to re-secure it as best I can. All right, they're pretty much back in place. I'm going to set the camera back on its backside, and I'm going to let it cure for 12 to 24 hours as the glue says on the packaging. And at that point, then I'm going to test out the camera, and I'll let you guys know how it's going. Stay tuned.